Good evening, Westside Middle School Academy. I am Dr. Labanco, the principal, and I am so pleased to welcome you to our virtual orientation. I'm joined by our assistant principal, Mrs. Blue. Mrs. Blue, it's great to see you this evening.
Nice to see you, Doctor. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. Well, it's almost time to be coming to the school, and hopefully we'll be here face to face before you know it. But we wanted to take some time this evening to share with you a little bit about our school. We've got some videos in store for you and some chats from students. So, Mrs. Blue, you've been here with us at Westside for about a year now. What do you think of Westside, and what do you want to tell our incoming students?
I absolutely love Westside, and I think our incoming students will love it as well. Westside is a great place for teaching and learning, and if that's what you're into, then this is the place for you. I think that the best part of Westside is that we really honor our SR squared rules in terms of being safe, respectful, and responsible. And also, I believe that if you have an inquiring mind and are really interested in learning and wanting to have conversations with teachers and administrators, then Westside is a welcoming place for you.
That's such great advice. Maybe we should follow up with that kind of question as well. If you were to offer our sixth graders a piece of advice, what would that be?
My best advice for sixth graders is no matter what the question might be, always ask it. Believe it or not, there is always someone in our building who is ready and willing to answer your questions. But we can't help you if you don't ask. So I think that's really a good piece of advice, is to make sure that you ask the questions.
That is a great piece of advice. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this segment. And we're going to take a look now at some other pieces of information that I think are really important for students to know at Westside. So thank you. Well, you are here for an orientation, so I do want to take some time to give you some very important information about the school. First of all, a three-digit number, 475. And moms and dads, parents and guardians, I'd like you to take note that our area code for the school is 475. So if you do receive a number from 475, this is potentially the school number. Our school number is listed below. Our PTO is very active and provides great opportunities for our kids. You should consider joining them and their organization. You know, we are looking for a wide range of support. It's not something you have to come to school every day or work during the week. If you want to make a meal at one point during the year or volunteer to help at a specific evening activity or a daytime activity, judge at one of our wonderful experiences for the kids, please consider joining the PTO. They have a Remind app, and you can certainly get online with them and get feedback from them on that. Our school is organized in such so if you're going to be dropping your child off at the school, you're going to do it in our back lot. So if you come up School Ridge Road, the main road up the side here, our buses come around the front loop. If you're dropping your child off or picking up your child up, we're going to do that from the back side. That's in the morning or the afternoon dismissal processes. So we follow the loop around, and the children will get on and off from there. It's really important we maintain good communication, and our parent portal is very active at Westside Middle School Academy. I'm sure in this distance learning situation you've seen that as well. Parent portals where you can receive information about your student's performance or your child's performance. Students, it's a student portal as well, and it's very important that you are actively engaged and monitoring and tracking your progress as well. We do have a dress code at Westside Middle School Academy. We do not have a uniform, but we do expect students to be wearing appropriate clothing. That means closed-toed shoes, covered sections, no hats are permitted. So please be mindful of what you wear at the school. We expect you to be appropriately dressed. Now, if you're coming to Westside Middle School Academy, that means you've gained a seat in one of our two academies, either our STEM Academy or our Global Studies Academy. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how they are configured and how they work. So as you can see by this figure, our STEM Academy has 125 students and our Global Studies Academy has 125 students. We have 100 students will be placed in the Global Studies and STEM cluster, and an additional 50 students, 25 from STEM and 25 from Global Studies, will be put in our mini cluster. That's a more intimate environment where you have 2 teachers instead of 4 teachers, and everyone takes Global Studies exploration together collaboratively. Placement in your cluster is determined by the administration. I want you to meet some of the teachers you might be having. If you're in our mini cluster, you'll have Ms. Powers and Mr. Evans. And if you're in our STEM Academy, you'll have Mr. Horlick, Ms. Kinshirk, Ms. Torres, and Mrs. Hill. Mr. Horlick was new to us this year, so we haven't gotten a chance to get a new picture with the whole team involved since we've been not in school. And here's our Global Studies teachers, Ms. Audette, Mr. Merrill, Mr. Pearson, and Ms. Noheimer. In terms of course offerings, you will be given a science class, a math class, an ELA class, and a social studies class. In addition, you'll take our project-based learning class, which is exploration. The exploration class has got projects that are representative of the specific academy that you're in. If you're in the Global Studies Academy, you'll be participating in a peach poster contest, and you'll be also involved in a water scarcity unit. You'll be looking at examining how to be a good arguer and point of view taker. If you are in our exploration program for STEM, you'll be working on our invention convention, and you'll be doing lots of design challenges as well. For music, everyone's either selected band, orchestra, or chorus. That was done at your 5th through 5th grade. Also, all your elementary schools should have registered you for a course by this point. In addition, some students will take a Chinese and Spanish exploration class in language. You get a taste of them to see if it's something you want to go into further. We have specials of art and digital media, and there's also some literacy and numeracy classes, so some students might be involved in those classes. It will be determined throughout the process. So in terms of the school, as many of you know, we are a bring your own device school. If you want to bring your own device, you can bring your own device, and we highly recommend it if you're able to do that. If you're not, it's not a problem. We have plenty of devices that are available for you to borrow. We mainly use Google Classroom as our point of communication for academic transfer of information, moms and dads, parents and guardians. There is the Google Classroom app, which you can download onto your mobile device if you want to have it and keep track of your child. And but if you want to bring your own device, we certainly encourage you to do so. There's no need to spend tons of money on a device. The $150 Chromebook that's available works just as well as the $1,500 MacBook Pro. So there is no need to have an expensive computer. We do recommend that if you do have a computer, and your child's going to have one, you consider purchasing a times break and want to make sure you have an opportunity to take care of that device. We have an advisory program that meets once a week, and that's for children to develop a more intimate relationship with one of our teachers so they can have a trusted adult they can call on. We've got lots of opportunities at the school as well. Beyond the classroom day, we are excited about our STEM program. We're really excited about our global study programming. But there are other things that kids like to get involved in. We have intramural athletics after school. We don't have any sports teams, as none of the middle schools do have any sports teams, but we do have an intramural program that students can participate in. We have our musical, we have jazz band, we have National Junior Honor Society for when kids get older, we have a pre-mediation program for some of our older kids. We do take some trips, Philadelphia in 7th grade, Washington, D.C. in 8th grade. So there are plenty of opportunities to get involved. If you want to get involved, we want you to be involved. Our student council, who you'll be hearing from momentarily, will also share with you some of the great things that they do here at the school. With that, I'm going to take a little pause, and we're going to transfer and go to the next section of our orientation. Academy, we are especially excited to welcome our incoming 6th grade students. It's going to be great to have you here at our school. We're sad we can't be meeting with you in person, but we hope this virtual experience tells you a little bit about our school and a little bit about what you can expect when you come here. I'm joined today by 3 of our students, and they're going to tell you a little bit about themselves and the school. So why don't we have everybody introduce yourselves. Tell us your name and what grade and what academy. So we'll start from oldest to youngest. So Dylan, why don't you go first?
My name is Dylan Hennessy, and I'm in 8 Global Studies.
Hello, I am Ben Chaleski, and I am in 7 STEM.
Hi, my name is Isabel Stein, and I'm in 6 STEM.
All right, well, it's great to have you guys here with us today to talk to us a little bit about the school and exciting things are happening. You know, it's always great to get a student perspective, so I'm wondering, what is your favorite Westside memory so far? Why don't we start with Dylan?
I have a lot. Probably one of my favorite Westside memories, probably this year. It was one of the final days of school, actually, and it was like the first day of me and Isabel's tech week, and everyone was just so excited to like work hard. Ben, were you there? I think you were there, but I think we were all there, and it was just, we were having a blast and enjoying life before quarantine had begun.
Now tell everybody what Tech Week is so they all know, understand, and what that involves.
It's like when we do the run through of the show. We got one day, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. So Westside Middle School Academy was scheduled to perform Beauty and the Beast this spring, and unfortunately we were canceled due to COVID. But, you know, it's exciting to hear that you were having a great time doing that. How about you, Ben?
I think my favorite experience was being able to have an ice cream social for the 6th graders when they had first joined Westside. It was awesome serving ice cream to them and seeing everybody so happy seeing their friends coming from other schools.
That's great. Isabel, what's your favorite memory so far? You've only got 1 year, or part of a year, at Westside anyway.
My favorite memory so far is in exploration when we had to build bridges. The whole unit was like really fun because all of our friends got together and built one huge bridge, and it was really fun to work together on the project.
Very cool. How about advice? You know, 5th graders going to become 6th graders. You know, it's a big change going to middle school. You have one teacher, now you're going to have a whole bunch of teachers. What's one piece of advice you would give an incoming 6th grade student? Dylan?
One piece of advice I would give an incoming 6th grade student is to have your schedule like available at all times, whether you have it like printed in a binder or like as your phone lock screen, because when you first come, you're gonna get all confused because you come from having like one teacher where you stay in the class and you go to a special to switching every day between like multiple classes. So just have your schedule readily available whenever you need it.
Great. How about you, Ben?
I would say that the teachers are awesome. Use them to communicate, ask questions, and always stay on top of your work when you're in class.
Great. And Isabel, what do you think?
I would say to not worry about it because like as long as you're like on top of things and you're organized with all of your stuff, the first like whole year should go by really smoothly for your schedule and stuff.
Okay. Well, that is great advice from all of you. Now, our National Junior Honor Society, which is made of 8th grade students, have made a video for you to show you what it looks like to be here at Westside. And so why don't we take a break? So we'll say goodbye to you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. And let's take a look at this video from our 8th grade students.
Hi, I'm Christian. I'm from 8 STEM.
I'm Ricky Saunders from 8 STEM.
I'm Chase DeMano from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Zachary. I'm from 8 Global Studies.
Hi, I'm Noah and I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Ursula and I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm from 8 Global.
Hi, I'm Lyndon. I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Joey. I'm from 8 Global.
Hi, I'm Ava and I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Avery. I'm from 8 Global.
Hi, I'm Ella. I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Mariana. I'm from 8 Global.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm from 8 STEM.
Hi, I'm Pearl Chia and I'm from 8 Global Studies. This is our 6th grade orientation video.
Welcome to Global Studies.
Welcome to STEM.
Starting a new school can make some kids nervous.
At least that's how I felt.
Today, we'll be sharing some highlights from Westside Middle School Academy, and hopefully we'll be able to answer some of your questions.
Towards the beginning of the school year, I felt confused and I didn't know what to expect. You hear so many rumors and I got nervous.
It isn't easy finding your way around the building.
However, there are always teachers to help you find your way to class. Where's the media center?
It's down the hall to the right.
Thank you.
I was afraid I had to be separated from my friends from my old school, but it turns out I have several classes with them. I can even sit next to them at lunch.
This is also your chance to make new friends.
On the first day at school, it might seem as the school is huge, but after a few weeks, you'll get used to it. But now I realize I don't need to worry about that.
There's no need to worry about the latest trends. All it takes is a little time to feel comfortable in your school.
Sorry about homework, projects, tests, and more, but if you work hard, you'll do fine.
Now I know what you might be thinking. Lockers are a huge part of middle school, and they can be really tough to get around.
However, you can ask any of our NJHS members, and they'll be happy to help you out. Soon enough, you get the hang of them.
I was shy about coming to Westside and meeting new people, but you make friends faster than you think.
Things you can look forward to.
I was excited to meet old friends and make new friends.
I was looking forward to having gym class.
I was looking forward to getting a locker to put all my stuff in.
In 6th grade, you get to go through 3 different special classes: world language, digital media, and art.
You can also choose chorus, orchestra, and band.
1, 2.
I like switching classes every day. It's never the same class over and over.
I like having so many teachers. They're super nice and friendly.
I look forward to all the after-school activities like student council and jazz band and musical theater. This year's musical is Beauty and the Beast.
Horror stories that you hear that are not true.
Kids trash your lockers.
Not true.
You'll get stuffed in your locker.
Not true.
Teachers are really mean.
Not true.
You get tons of homework in all your classes.
Kinda true.
Mistakes mean detention.
Sort of true.
What were you gonna like about 6th grade?
Gym class is great. We play a lot of sports like soccer, lacrosse, basketball, dodgeball, and badminton.
In STEM, you get to participate in Invention Convention.
Meanwhile, in Global, we get to participate in National History Day. I like meeting kids from other elementary schools. Being in a big school is awesome. I enjoy changing classes. The school day goes by much faster.
After-school activities are fun to do. Musical theater, intramurals, and student council are the best.
We have a lot of fun field trips. In 6th grade, you go to Lake Compounds. In 7th grade, you go to Philadelphia. And in 8th grade, you go to Washington, D.C.
We like the group work that we do in exploration.
I liked making the honor roll. I had a report card and Dr. Blanco will put your name up on the wall. It feels awesome.
I like the school dances.
Group dances are fun. Everybody can join in. You can even do dance moves like hitting the well.
Here's some advice from all of us.
Hard work always pays off.
Woo! Be friendly.
Be yourself. Everyone worries about the same thing. Try out for different activities. It'll be lots of fun.
Don't believe in everything you hear. Rumors are a way of life. Get used to them, but don't take them too seriously.
Ms. Reefberg will be the counselor for 6th grade Global Studies, and Mr. Darrow will be the counselor for 6th grade STEM. Ms. Sanchez is the administrative assistant at Westside Middle School Academy.
High five!
Mr. Darrow
And Miss Reefberg
are always great people to talk to about your problems.
Here's some things you might be interested in.
Homework is a little hard in 6th grade. If you don't do your homework, your grades will suffer and drop.
You'll receive a student planner to write down all your work in, and you will get 1 to 2 hours of homework each night.
Check Power School at least once a week to keep track of your grades.
We do a lot of projects in 6th grade, and they tend to take a lot of planning, so don't wait till the last minute to do it.
When you get to Westside, you have a lot of numbers to remember, such as your locker, such as your lunch code, and also your bus number.
The teachers will help you with your lockers in the beginning of the year until you get good at it.
That ends our 6th grade orientation video. I hope that you learned some things about being a 6th grader at Westside. Hello? That's Westside calling. It's for you.
Hello, Westside Middle School Academy. Welcome to the building. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the building. I walk quickly, so stay with me. Please notice that the building is being cleaned right now, so we're going to see a lot of stuff in the hallways, but nonetheless, it is a great opportunity to see what the school looks like and where you have to go. So we're in the main office area right now where we first walk in, and let's travel around. So when you first come in the building, this is the desk. If you're late, you can sign in here, and the main office is right here. You go through that door and you can see our secretaries. Way down this way, down this hall here, is the A wing, and the A wing is the place where if you're taking chorus, you'll have your chorus class. So let's go take a peek where that room is right now. And there's our music room for chorus. I do want to stop here and show you our honor roll boards. This is the place, if you earn an honor roll, your name will be on this board. I hope to see all the new students on this board at some point during their first year. Right here, there's a fairly major junction that you need to know about. We're halfway down. Here was the front entry. To the left is our cafeteria. Straight ahead is C wing, and to the right is D wing. Let's walk down to the C wing. First stop is the Media Center. Okay, we're in the Media Center right now. You can see there are lots of activities, lots of books, lots of things you can do here in the Media Center, and a really cool place to be. So 6th grade Global Studies students, you'll be participating in our Peace Poster Contest, and you can see our past winners above my head right there for their awesome Peace Poster. Right here is our C wing. It's a really, really long wing. For students, the only places you would need to know are these classrooms. If you're in 6th grade STEM, classrooms on the left. We have science, water fountains. If you have a special reading class, it'll be in there. Social studies. Here's the art room. Here's a classroom. It looks like it's open right now. They're doing some work on it. Oh, looking good. Getting the room ready for you. This is your ELA room if you're in 6th grade STEM. And math. Why don't we take a peek in the art room? Okay, here's our art room. Really cool stuff here. There we go. Get a good look of our art room. Okay, now here is the cafeteria. Why don't we take a peek inside the cafeteria? No tables right now, but as you can see, a really shiny, spectacular place. If you're a 6th grade STEM student, your locker will be in this area over here. These lockers are also for 7th and 8th grade students. If you are in 6th grade Global Studies or 6th grade Mini, your locker may be down there, or it might be out in the F wing. Let's take a walk down the F wing. And in the F wing, we have our Global Studies classrooms. And here's Social Studies and Math, as well as digital media and math support. These are the 6th grade Global Studies and 6th grade Mini Cluster lockers. At the far end of the hallway, we have Global Studies Science, Global Studies ELA, and then Mini, Science and Math, ELA and History. There is a really nice view out the back door, so we should take a look at that. And here's the back, part of the backyard of our school. It's such a pretty view. You hear all the highway noise right now. There's that C wing in the Media Center, which we've already checked out. Here's a science classroom. Lots of stuff to do fun, exciting experiments and design projects. All right, back on our journey. This is our D wing. We have lots of pictures in the hallways which tell the history of the school. You have to check them out and read all the captions at some point, because they're lots of fun and they really tell a cool story about the school. 2 rooms to show you here. First is our music room. This is our gym. This is our engineering room, where we build and design things. A lot of STEM projects take place in here. And right next door, there's a doorway in the hallway, and there's also a doorway outside. This is our broadcast room. Also, there's some fine arts classes in here as well, so we do our studio work in here. Let's head back out into the hallway. Right here, this is our parent pickup loop. Why don't we go outside? I'll give you a brief tour of some of our stuff that is outside. First is our loop for parent pickup, which is right here, and then we'll go and we'll snap around to some other places. This is our outdoor classroom. It's under construction right now because we're doing some improvements on it. And behind me you can see the gym. Here we are at our turf field. You'll have lots of your PE classes out here. Here is another great view of our backyard. Here is the greenhouse designed and built by our students. This is a dandelion. And finally, this is our other outdoor classroom that was built by our students, and it's right in the front of the building, right where our main entrance and front bus loops are. Hope you've enjoyed your tour of Westside Middle School Academy, and we can't wait to see you soon.
That was easy.